Ancient of Days, detailed by William Blake, 18th century. I should have brought my William Blake book up here. 18th century private collection. It says, whatever you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Jonathan Wolfgang von Goethe. So, I think this painting is actually what I was thinking of. I'm reading a really long time ago, so it's really not important. This is what I was trying to reference, the Ancient of Days. So, anyways, the Ace of Wands, though, basically sums that up. It's a green light, it's a new beginning, it's a brand new idea, a brand new start. It's go ahead. So, I guess if you're wondering anything specific right now, this would be your go ahead. It's all about brand new growth and starting something that has a lot of excitement, speaks to you. It's something that maybe you've been wanting to do for a while, or just maybe haven't gone around to it. Is there something like that for you? Something else that you can incorporate into whatever it is you're working on, or someone you've been meaning to call or talk to that would help maybe bring some clarity to whatever it is you're wondering about. Whatever it is, it's saying to go ahead and do that. What are these doing? It looks like a compass or something like that. Just coming out of the... It's almost like it was a black screen and there was a little slit that was made and peeled open, and all this light was coming from behind, and now there's an entrance, kind of like a gateway into this reality to bring some new messages or something. But anyways, it's fire too, so that is your ideas, your beliefs, your inspiration, your passion, creativity. It's some sort of brand new fiery, energetic idea, probably, or start with something. Angel Raziel. And helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Their angelic advice. And this always looks like Venice or Rome or some like small little Italian villa, city. So maybe that just seems larger than life to you, but you get there and you just feel at home, comfortable in your environment. Maybe you're traveling to Italy with someone. 9 this is enjoying everything that you have, sort of in a vineyard sometimes. Here it's in somewhere in Europe. Looks like 9 though is the end of a cycle. Could be talking about September, the 9th month. Usually it's just someone who's like enjoying their environment, enjoying everything they have, like leisure lifestyle kind of. And whatever this means to you, kind of reminds me of, where did it go? Maybe it was in the Capricorn video painting. It's kind of like Gulliver's Travels or something like that. To me, I don't know, just some sort of giant. Maybe someone that seems larger than life to you, but really, I don't know. It's also going to come out the stars. So 17, Aquarius, which is Leo's partner sign, right? So maybe Aquarius has some significance to you. This just looks like being at some sort of celestial, like, water park, celestial water park. Usually this is about looking into the future and getting help from divine guidance, help, inspiration. Maybe kind of like with the Page of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, seeing into the future. Astrology, I think of, because I don't really know how, maybe, again, someone just seems larger than life to you. All these cards in the Judgment, here's the moon. You know, the sky, reminds me of again, Cancer, Venus, Cancer, I think came up here. 17, I'm just going to do 8. Just getting your power back, feeling empowered, feeling good, feeling comfortable in your skin. Maybe talking about the future with your partner, whoever you're dating, not being intimidated to open up those like conversation channels. I was going to say Peru or something. Ace of Water. So again, another Ace of Cups, basically. Brand new emotional start, or brand new inspiration, or something coming to you that affects you on an emotional level and inspired, sensitive, like it makes you feel something. Could be a kind gesture, could be some like a response, a good response from something. Could just be someone telling you that they love you. It could be a gift or something like that. But something that speaks to your emotions, something that makes you maybe like want to have some sort of fantastical journey. I don't know, some sort of pirate here. It's like fantasy, but and you know, inspiration, fantasy, cups, all of it kind of. Choosing something with your emotions, choosing something from the heart that you feel, that makes you feel something, what makes you feel something. All to historical events, and I don't know how many times I mentioned that it had to do with beginning of the flood, carried over into the 8, or maybe it started with the 8 and carried over into that Noah's Ark, things like that. I don't know how many times I mentioned Katrina, but I set up that playlist back in like January or February, so that was my way of warning people about the hurricanes that were coming, and giving people like, I don't know how many months, 6-7 months to prepare. And I know people weren't really like understanding completely at the time, but I just feel like, I don't know how many times I mentioned my experience with helping out at Katrina and the devastation and all of that, and just how that was there, and it's all about New Orleans. And I think I landed on the Pacific Ocean or somewhere when the hurricanes were on their way, and so like as soon as there was even an idea that a hurricane was coming, in conjunction with what I've put up, like there should have been evacuations going on, like getting people out that were elderly, children, pets, all of that, in an orderly fashion. People that had to work, stayed, everything's like, boarded up, everything's ready. There'd be like so much, there was 6 months to prepare. Now I understand why it's so frustrating. Like, I can't even imagine in like olden days when people were trying to like warn people and like what was about to happen. They didn't even have social media. Like, of course, people probably didn't even, I was watching something like, I was watching the news, and it was when President Trump was visiting, and there was some guy that was like, oh, we're so glad you're here. We were waiting for the Ark, but it never showed up, but you're here. I'm like, just thinking in my head, the Ark did come. You just missed the boat. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or like whatever, but it's like, come on, like, I know that person probably didn't see my videos, or probably follow along, but it's like, you can only do so much, and like, I don't know, I do think it's interesting after I did that binding spell, that not only did my, I can't even see it, wrist that was like perfect circle, like start to heal, but also Hurricane Nate went from a category 2 to a tropical depression overnight, in under 24 hours, within doing a binding spell on that person to not harm me or anyone else. It's like, I hate to tell you, we have 3 of Swords, Sun, and Magician. This is like the I am. She's an I am energy. Both of these are both like very much I am energies. Like this has more of a positive vibe. You know, always trying to be positive, but like I can't exactly put into words like what is going to happen. I can only tell people like what it feels like, and by the time it actually happens, I'm like so burnt out and exhausted by trying to figure out how to warn people and like worrying about it and feeling it coming that like I don't know if people think I'm being insensitive by like moving on after that, but I'm just kind of like I've been worrying about this for months, you know what I mean? Like I'm just waiting for people to catch up. And some sort of notification pop up having to do with the Roy Moore stuff. Anyway, I cannot believe, like, honestly, like, when I first heard about him, I was just like, are you kidding me with this guy? Like, all the other things that, you know, all the other things he's said, and I don't know. And then all these new accusations, I'm just kind of like, we're not desperate, you know, like there's billions of people in the world. Why can't we find like, why, this isn't our only option, you know? Why don't we go with someone who doesn't have these like things? Obviously they're true, you know? And that was reversed, so it's like maybe finding the truth. Just being overwhelmed with your thoughts and being, you know, just kind of done, ready to start over, start fresh with a brand new phase, stage, relationship kind of thing. Maybe you've just been done with whatever it is. You've, like, again, kind of the hermit, like you've thought way too much about something and you just need to be done with it or out with it, you know, or just come to some sort of conclusion yourself, or if it involves asking someone for something or you know, just but it's the completion of something. It's a tweener. It's, you know, something's done. Probably the hermit, he's done searching for something and he's overthought it. He's done, you know, he's ready to let the thoughts fall away and just kind of start fresh with something, or, you know, brand new beginning. I don't know, because one reduces, you know, 10 reduces down to 1, so it's just sort of like everything's sort of become clear, but it's taken so long for you to get there that you're just kind of like zonked out, like you're, yeah. So then maybe some sort of like, again, like there's a lot of, he looks, again, entertained by lifting up her skirt, like something seen up her, both are just sort of like lifting up her skirt, and they're all sort of wearing these like blue, teal colored dresses. So first he's like checking it out. First he's like, she's not even, she doesn't even know he's there. He's like kind of checking it out, I guess. And then he's really getting into it here. He's like, okay, let's see, let's take some measurements or something. I don't know. He's just very like involved here. And here, you know, I think it's like the same, it's supposed to be like the same progression of people or something. So I'm moving on to this, and that's, you know, the end of the tweener. So this is the Knight of Water. So a lot of knights. Queen, Pentacles, Knight of Water. Pisces. He's just sort of, I don't know what he's doing here, but he's just like wading in the water in this like lily pond. He's not off his horse, just by himself. He just looks kind of lost, like he's just coming around, like I don't know why he's there. But yeah, so Pisces, maybe again, the moon, and just like tapping into your psychic side and just telepathy, I want to say, and like connection and spirituality and all these things, and you're just feeling very like, again, going by the water. There's a lot of water moon, Knight of Wands over there, and this card here, an Ace of lots of water. So just really feeling tapped into your sensitive side, your side that is, brings new life, new ideas into something. Maybe Monet, maybe something with time again. Seeing the changes in time, the effects, the light, gears, time, clocks, feeling time through water and the ripples of time, but like really, I don't know, is it more of a conscious like experiment or like exercise to like maybe stand in the water and feel the ripples going by you, understanding that it's, it's time passing or something. If that, I mean, maybe I just sound stoned, but I'm not. It just, yeah. So, just looking at things from a different way, I think. Ripples in time, waves. Wondering, is that your wave to jump on? Is that something that really speaks to you? You're gonna let it go by? You're gonna dive in? You're gonna wait a little while longer? It's connection, though, and I think of like water, connection, conductivity, the movement of one thing to the next, and what propels it, what moves it forward, what amplifies it. Electricity, power plants, all these things. But yeah, the speed at which something moves along, moves ahead. Again, go back to time. It's interesting, maybe feeling like, especially here too, coming out of the 7 with the 2 swords here, like that he had to leave. Again, 2 is having to do with partnership or choice. So if it's not meeting someone on Thursday or having some sort of fun interaction with them, or just, feeling really good in your skin on Thursday, like sexy, feeling attractive, feeling like maybe larger than life or something. If it's not that, it might be feeling like, devil and angel kind of situation, like on your shoulders, you're not really sure which way to go, what to do. Did you leave the right thing behind? Did you forget something? Did you want to do something that you were unsure about, if it would affect others or not? Like, yeah, do you do the right thing? Do the thing that you want to do, or the wrong thing, whatever it is. But basically, this is hearing the music. Maybe just saying hi to someone. Or Saturn, Capricorn, Saturn. Yeah, I mean, between the 2, like, also, like, horn, blowing a horn. You get what I mean. So, yeah, so this is maybe waking up early so you're not late. That can even mean like being late, if that's like a constant thing for you. Like if you're constantly late, wherever you go to work, especially like maybe Thursday, especially to pay attention to. Maybe there'll be some sort of something like that. That is 2 tails, 1 head again. Oops, I think this was, yeah. 3 heads, so that's the changing line. That is 3 tails, another changing line. So these are your, let's try to show this to you. need to know of advice. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Head in the Clouds, which is some sort of very romantic cloud scene. I also think of The Boy That Could Fly, the last scene in that movie. Like Georgia Keefe. Those pastels. I don't know. She looks like, what's her name? That actress? I don't know. Reconciling. Yeah, so from the very beginning, this is what I've always said, is that reconciliation doesn't necessarily mean like anytime you're reconciling things, you're reconciling differences, you're finding the common ground, but even things that are similar, that are parallel almost in nature, you still have to reconcile because they're still different. So again, it's always about finding that common ground where things overlap. That 0 point, like the Fool, you know, when everything's being around you and eventually you see everything. And so it's remaining in that 0 point so you can see what's past, passing, coming to be. Jumping into so it's fun to like make your own associations with your birth chart. Oh my god, there's a spider. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Where's that coming from? Holy crap. Oh my god, it's huge. It's like archaic. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Now I lost my ring. Oh, no more bugs. I don't even remember what I was talking about. We're sitting in the bathroom with a gas mask and like torch and like burning plastic flowers, and then I think I was telling that story before, but they were talking about, I think I was watching something on Einstein, I was like, it just popped to mind, said he wanted to know the mind of God, and everything else is details. That makes me think of like the devil's in the details. Stars on the bottom here. All these little diamonds down here, they remind me of all the diamonds that they're pointing out in the Wu-Tang Clan video. And also like a flashlight. So really directing your light onto something, one specific area, to amplify it, to focus on that. So just feeling very connected from, if you believe in past life, someone from the past. Maybe, I mean, if it's your partner, you just feel like you've known each other before. It's that connected, it's that deep. I mean, we have this like 2 of Cups here, and with the Temperance, she's moving things from 2 different cups. It's just like a mixing, merging of souls kind of feeling, I think, you know, just past life, sort of, again, very connected. I feel like they're hanging out in front of these like on a list, maybe like Stonehenge. I don't know. It's so dumb. But yeah, just feeling super connected to someone. And if you don't believe in past life relationships, then, or past lives in general, like just feeling like you go way back, like you somehow just connect on a deeper level with them. Yeah. So, let's see. And last card for couples, partnerships. If you're interested in partnership, taking things to the next level, maybe, or just long-term dating, whatever you're here for. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So, yeah, again, I'd hope so. There were black and white images, there were color images, there were just different, like I didn't know if he had a specific order that he was inspired by, he wanted to be able to compare them. They're going to be glued in, so I'm like, I don't want to be a person that's like responsible for fucking up his inspiration notebook, and then he's off in like Cancun or wherever he was going, and he's stuck with it. So how does he want it? And she's like, just figure it out. I'm like, of course. Okay, I don't think I ever photocopied something faster, or, and my connection skills really, really put into motion at that moment. I don't know, I was just like sort of finding all these different like disparate connections and going these things in the notebook. This is my internship, I was like right out of school. And so I give it to her, and they're still in a meeting, so probably put it together in like 10 minutes. And then Zach Posen comes running or yelling my name outside the studio, like other interns were like, oh, she's over there, like yeah, I'm fired. Like I screwed up his notebook, and he was like, this is really good, how did you put these connections together and all these things, like this is starstruck too. I was like, I don't know, you tell me, you're Zach Posen. I was like, I just, went on instinct and put them together with whatever made sense. And he's like, this is really good, like, really like how you connected these things. And then, he went on his way, and I remember her coming. I will never forget this glare. Like, it was obvious that we'll just, like, throw you on the bus, like, under the bus. Like, she glared at me like I've never seen a hate glare before. That was an intense internship. So all these like kind of drapey clothes, and just sort of, again, comfortable, maybe leisure, luxury, leisure universe just popped out. I'm not sure how it landed, but this is the equivalent to the world card for those that don't know tarot or this deck. So this is the universe. She has some sort of python or snake that she's dancing with. In her own little, like, I want to say, like, time chasm bubble. I almost want to feel, like, I feel like she is, her dance is like creating each passing second or minute. Like, as she moves, time moves. As she dances, time is created around her, if that makes sense. These are also the fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Maybe you're one of those signs. I also feel like stardust just sort of radiates out from this dance too. Like Tinkerbell or something. She moves. It's just like grace and infinity, and feeling like you wanna, we did fall out over there, so that's one huge cycle, one big completion of something. One beginning of something, the end of something, continuity. Maybe you need to find more continuity in what you're doing, reassess. Maybe it just needs to be more of a better flow or something like that. She just looks like she's having her own little party. I just thought of Nico's All Tomorrow's Parties. It's kind of a sad song, but no, she is alone, so maybe she's 21 though, and that reduces down to 3. So again, like the Empress or just creation, love, brand new beginning in your world, a brand new start within your world. This could also speak to pregnancy, so maybe finding out like you're pregnant or something like that. Hearing a wake up call, 9 months, mother type energy. But she always looks like she just has like some sort of 60s updo, like huge hair kind of thing, you know? Can you see that? Some sort of bouffant. I just thought of like, higher the hair, the closer to God, saying in Texas, which is where I went to school. And yeah, there's definitely people, a lot of hair. Texas is its own country. It really is. It's so fun to go visit Marfa, Texas, for the arts and it's definitely. When I think of Texas and get married, basically, and very things that you can like clothing thing. Yeah, but it's a different lifestyle down there. I just want to say Neiman Marcus too. Anyways, so again, art, creativity, things that you can like, clothing that you can move in, sportswear, leisure wear, dance wear. This always looks like some sort of turn-century contraption thing too. Machinery. So again, she's like twirling it and kind of making the gears move, I feel like. Is there something you can do to get the gears in motion?